Look at this, complete the picture. Going on from the office door.
Very political. He's gone. We are in trouble. We just understand. Yeah, but that is the
Como it's okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The light is coming from inside. Yes.
Ready?
Maybe you can just update us.
Okay, yes. You can ask. Okay, you could just tell us what's the Yes, owing to the fact that there's been recent developments with the conduct and behavior of our police, the Zambia Police Service, but which is now turning into Zambia Police Force, with regard to the reaction to the life and liberties of former President, who's the 6th Republican President, Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Firstly, when he went to buy something for his family in town, and that the police came out strongly warning him that he had breached the law. And secondly, in Kabwe, when he had gone to pay a courtesy call to the Bishop Clement Mlenga there, you see that police went and vouched into that meeting, which was a private meeting, and in a private office at a school. Now, our concern as PF, the legal committee of PF sat down to evaluate all these developments and came up with an idea that as legal committee, we need to find out which section of the law in the penal code and any other written law in Zambia which the president breached. Because in our view, we did not see anything, any law that was breached, any part of the constitution, but we are aware that the constitution under part 3, which is the Bill of Rights, and which is entrenched And that part of the Constitution desires us to enjoy our freedom of movement, freedom of speech, and no law should stop us from doing that. So our mission was to go and see the Inspector General of Police and find out which law Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu breached in just merely going to do a small shopping in town and just to move around and to see someone in a private office where the police are stopping him. So we are concerned as Zambians and as a party, and to ensure that we should not allow a return to colonialism. We should not allow the return to slavery, because this is what is happening, where rights are frozen or where the Constitution does not exist. Right now, under this current regime, we are living as if, the Constitution has been suspended. And the police have actually failed, to give us a proper position as regard the Bill of Rights in relation to Edgar Chagwa Lungu. There is no law that is breached, and it appears that all these are actually coming out from, personal emotions by the police and the people that have been instructing them. And we are aware that there's political influence in the operations of the police, which police is supposed to be independent. As regards to the outcome of the meeting, my colleague will also share some of those sentiments.
Yeah, of course, like Council here indicated, we came to this with the aim of seeing the Inspector General of Police to just get certain answers with regards to the many abrogations of the law and many abrogations of the Constitution and the liberties and rights of the former head of state. So our main concerns have been put on the table. However, we had an opportunity of meeting the PRO for the police, who has since advised that it is extremely important that we put our concerns in writing for the police to be able to respond to us, which of course we shall do as a party. We will put everything in writing to ensure that we just get these questions. Because as far as we are concerned, the Constitution is very clear under Part 3 that no person shall be charged of an offense which is not stated or written in any other written law. That is Article 18(2)(8), is it? So the provision of the law is clear, unless it is assumed that the Constitution of the Republic has been suspended in whatever way, or unless it is assumed that there is in existence a state of emergency, then and only then can we accept the abrogation of the law in this manner. And of course, we are happy that the Law Association of Zambia is taking a swipe at the police, just reminding them that we have fought for democracy in this country, and what is happening is abrogations of individual rights. So we wanted to understand exactly why it appears that former President Edgar Lungu is being restricted from moving from point A to point B in this country. Or is there any directive, or is there any law that has been put in place to indicate that President Lungu is under house arrest or jurisdictional arrest, or is not just allowed to move? So we were guided by the police that we should put it in writing, which we shall put it in writing to demand for these answers, because our democracy is at the brink of collapse. We cannot allow indiscriminate abuse of the law, which has now become too apparent that Zambia may be turning into a police state. So we wanted serious answers to these questions, and we will soon be writing to the Inspector General of Police. Probably by the end of the day, we will go back and consume as a convener, as a legal team again, to just understand these issues.
So suffice to add that the PF legal team will not allow any Zambian's rights to be breached with this kind of impunity, be it former President Edgar or any other Zambian. And as we write to them, in fact by 10 hours tomorrow we are delivering that letter, and we will give them 2 weeks in which to respond. If they take it lightly, we will ensure that those answers to be contained in the letter will actually be addressed. Because Zambia is now 60 years. Surely someone's rights can be breached and or quiet. And the president, when he was elected, the current president, he swore to uphold the Constitution, to uphold the rule of law. Now what we see is that the president is talking about the rule of law, but he's doing the exact opposite. There is serious breakdown. The law has broken down irretrievably. And this is what we have to fight for as Zambians. And we want to ensure that constitutional order is restored. We thank you.